Before Annie buried her boyfriend, she took off her panties and gave them to him. Annie told her boyfriend that they would meet again in 2000 years. Annie closed the coffin and then safely sealed it in the ground with a chain. She then buried him 5,000 meters below the ground. Soon, 2,000 years had passed. One day, construction workers suddenly discovered a coffin. They looked at the coffin wrapped in chains. They began to get excited. They thought they had found a great treasure, but just as they were about to cut the chains, a strange scene happened. As soon as they blinked their eyes, and then they all fainted on the ground. As the white mist continued to spew out, they unknowingly released the vampires inside. The workers were instantly shocked by the scene. They didn't know the vampire had been sleeping for 2,000 years. After the vampire drained their blood, he used his memories to find the place where he used to live, and he met the butler at the door. Then he used magic to control the butler. He ordered the butler to take him inside. When he saw that the decoration of the castle was exactly the same as in the past, as he walked slowly into the parlor, he saw two children relaxing on a sofa. But after 2,000 years of slumber, Jack didn't know anything about modern dress. Then Jack angrily asked the butler, when did they make it a rule to date in the middle of the night? At this point, his brother was horrified to realize that the strange man in front of him was the same as his ancestor's portrait on the wall. Jack was overjoyed at the sight. His descendants remembered him. He then reintroduced himself to them. At that moment, the owner of the estate appeared. She interrupted their conversation. Kelly suddenly noticed this particular man. She was very distrustful of Jack. She thought Jack was a fraud because he was dressed so strangely. Then she asked Jack what he was doing here, but Jack was in no hurry to answer her. Instead, he looked at the room with surprise. He was familiar with the room, but at the same time, he didn't know it. He told Kelly that he knew everything about this place, but Kelly still didn't believe Jack. He would use any excuse to come to the castle. Kelly had seen it happen too many times, so she quietly hid the dagger behind her back. Jack saw that Kelly didn't believe him. He had to find another way to prove himself. Then he flipped a switch behind the statue. Soon there was a door that slowly opened. Jack was puzzled. There were all kinds of toys in the room. The room that he had prepared so carefully had become a utility room. Jack spat angrily. He felt Kelly was insulting his art, but Kelly didn't trust him completely. Jack, in order to prove his identity again, he had to reveal his secret. Then he put the stick to the switch on the floor, and with the flip of the switch, the mural on the wall slowly opened. Then she saw a mysterious door behind the fireplace. Kelly was shocked at the sight. Could Jack really be her ancestor? Kelly slowly let her guard down against Jack. Jack led Kelly to the depths of the secret passage. The chamber was filled with countless jewels, all kinds of expensive portraits and bottles. Jack told Kelly the real reason he was here. Then he wanted to use the wealth to help his descendants. Soon Kelly agreed to his request. The next day the site was discovered. In addition to the reporters and the police at the scene of the crime, there was also a very suspicious woman.